and it's Joe Harman, People We Become, and this is absolutely wonderful. Lovely album. Gatefold Sleeve came out in 2017. It's her second album. Well, her first album, I think she did a collaboration with Michael McDonald. Well, that might have been a separate thing altogether, but this is a wonderful mix of rock, blues, soul, contemporary pop. It's got, you've got sort of undertones of gospel stuff in there and whatever as well. It's a really, really lovely album. This brilliant stuff. Highly recommend this. Joe Harman, People We Become. This Too Shall Light is the next one by Amy Helm, and this is another album which is really, really nice. This is a mixture of sort of Americana, gospel, rock, folk, and all sorts of stuff in there. It was produced, I think, by Joe Henry as well. It's got a couple of, well, it's got 3 tracks on it, I think were hits over in America. This Too Shall Light, Odetta and Michigan. It's a really, really nice album. It's sort of like rootsy Americana stuff, but it's accessible and it's really nice. Well worth tracking down this if you can get hold of one. Amy Helm, This Too Shall Light. Next one up is one that's a little bit different. It's Norwegian minimalist atmospheric jazz. That's what it says on the tin. Well, it sounds like too, and it's great. It's this stuff. It's Siril Malmedal Hauge and Jacob Young. Siril Malmedal Hauge is the lady on the vocals, and Jacob Young is the bloke playing the guitar. And he's from the Norwegian jazz place, and there it is. I mean, there's the inside as well. Really nice little picture of the inside. Pictures on the back there with the tracks on it. Bounce With Me, oh well, Little Wing, rather strange version of Jimi Hendrix's Little Wing, Skylark, Last Things, Deep River, So In Love, No Mood At All, and then finally Lilac Wine. Took a real sort of gamble on this one a little bit. I like my sort of female sort of jazz singers, and this is accessible despite the fact that it sounds like it might not be, doesn't it, when he sort of describes himself as Norwegian atmospheric contemporary jazz. It's not, it's nice, it's late night listening, but it's good late night listening, and it's well worth tracking down if you can find a copy of it. Next up is this. This is Shayna Steele, Watch Me Fly. Now, doesn't that cover and everything remind you of a sort of 60s album? Great stuff. Now, Shayna Steele, this is her solo album, but she's been a backing vocalist for Moby and Rihanna and Snark Puppy and all sorts of other people like that. But this, blimey, this is a great album. Absolutely wonderful. It's, how would I describe it? It's just dazzling. It's, her voice is sort of rich, and it's just got that great R&B and soul type sound to it. It's a wonder. It really is a wonderful album. I will just say this is very, very easy to find. It shouldn't be very easy to find because it should have sold by the bucket load. But I think you can pick a copy of this up for less than £5, brand new. Gatefold sleeve and everything. It really is. If you like your powerful, soul-y R&B sort of type singers, then you're going to absolutely love this. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Shayna Steele, Watch Me Fly. Next up, another one that's incredible, really. Sophia Knapp. This is called, I think it's from about 2012, and this is like psychedelic folk in places, dreamy pop. It's sort of, it's ethereal, it's mystical, it just goes all over the place, it goes everywhere. She was in a band called Lights, I don't know if she still is in a band called Lights, if anybody's ever heard of them. I personally had never come across this lady before, and this was available for £3 or £4, brand new, and so I thought, you know what, I'm going to give this a go, and it is incredibly good. It's very difficult to pigeonhole because it just goes all over the place. It's sort of atmospheric, it's ethereal, it's retro, it's melancholic, it's got everything. It's all in there. It's really good stuff, this. Really good album. Sophia Knapp, Into the Waves. Not sure that one's quite as easy to track down as the rest of them, but it's a good album if you can find it. Here's an interesting one. Lynn Mehring. Now, Lynn Mehring is a Swiss alternative rock person. She was in a number of bands years ago. She was in Disagony and the Chiquitas as well, if anybody's ever heard of them. She recorded this as her first solo effort. Now, I must admit, I did think initially this was possibly an album, but it's not. It's a sort of a maxi 12-inch single mini album. It's got 2 tracks on one side, The Kiss Thief and Man of Modern Times, and it's got 3 tracks on side 2. Devilishly Yours, All You Get Is America, and Doll on the Road. Now, after she recorded this is like a bizarre thing, she recorded this in about 2017, 18, 19, something like that. And then she took 5 years off. And she's just released a new album now called My Witchcraft in this year, 2025, which is probably worth getting a listen to. I haven't heard it yet, but it's interesting stuff, this. It's sort of like Swiss alt rock. It's sort of a bit different, and it's well worth picking up. There you go, Lynn Marin. From Switzerland to Denmark now for some dreamy, ethereal electro pop. And this, Hannah Schneider, Red Lines. This is a very interesting album. It's a great little album, actually. It's different electro pop. Don't let that put you off too much. It's pretty good. Gatefold sleeve, not in the gatefold to be fair, but it's a great album. A little bit different for me, but got that nice sort of ethereal, dreamy sound to it, which is pretty good, and I could well recommend that. Hannah Schneider, Red Lines. I think it's her third album, that one, coming out in about 2014. There you go, Hannah Schneider, Red Lines. Sort of a bit different for me, with dreamy electro pop. There's a lady called Lydia Persaud, and she's one of my Canadian singers. She's a soul folk artist, really. This album is called Let Me Show You. Came out in 2019. Another one of these people who's brave enough to just put the album out with a picture on the front, no name on the front, no album title at all, no name or anything on the back. The only place you can see the name is on the spine of the record. There's a nice little insert to go with this one that does give you a bit more information on there and a picture. But yeah, this is good stuff. A lot of acoustic soul, folk, bit of jazz influence in there, bit of R&B, undertones, overtones, whatever you prefer to call them. And yeah, it's good. Nice album. Lydia Persaud, Let Me Show You. This is another new artist for me, Holly Humberstone. This is, technically speaking, an EP. It's got 3 tracks on each side, but it's got an inner sleeve. Plays at 33 1/3, not from what I remember. I think I prefer to call these things mini albums rather than EPs. EP just doesn't sound as though it doesn't sound substantial enough for this. It's got a proper cover. It's got a nice back cover. It's also got something which a lot of people probably don't know about. Before I start talking about the music, I'll just talk about this before I forget. When you take the records out, I don't know about you, but I always look inside to see if there's anything like trapped in there. And as I did, there's a little, what appears to be a line of writing. And I thought, so what about? I'm going to pick it up on the camera because it's getting pretty dark now. When I started this video, it was daylight, and then the battery went in the camera. And so I've had to swap. At some point during this video, there's been a 45-minute gap. See if you can figure out where it is. Luckily, this is the last but one, so we should finish before it does get dark, because I don't want to walk all the way to the light switch to turn the lights on. But anyway, it says on that little line of writing, if you can see it in there, if you can see this, you were there at the beginning, thank you very much, or something along those sort of lines, which I think is a lovely little touch. This is a great mix of sort of like indie pop and alt rock and all sorts of stuff. It's really nice. It's really sort of it's a really sort of emotionally charged personal collection of songs. Really interesting lyrics and stuff. It's great stuff. She's put another EP out since, and I think she's well worth tracking down and keeping an eye out and having a listen to. If you haven't come across it yet, you can listen to the stuff on YouTube. I've got a feeling that she could end up being pretty big. There's another version of this out now, I think, which has got an extra couple of tracks on there. It's called something else. I think maybe a case of the EPs may have been turned into an album or something. I should have checked that before I came, which was not really. But anyway, get out and listen to her. Holly Humberstone. She's well worth having a listen to. This is a really, really good, modern, up-to-date album, but it would appeal to anybody who likes good music with heartfelt lyrics and a bit of emotion in there and whatever. But it'll suit the young and the old, this one. And finally, from this batch, one that doesn't really fit in with all the others, because all those others that you've noticed in the last couple of videos have been reasonably sort of new or obscurish people from the last 10 years or so, or whatever. Now, this, again, is something that I didn't really need, but I thought, well, it'll be nice. I've got all this lady's albums already, I think I've even got a greatest hits collection already. But I haven't got this one, and I think it was something ridiculous like £4 or £5. And it's this Kiki Dee gold. You see, it's still got the cellophane and the shrink wrap on. Well, I don't know if anybody's noticed. So what I do with these, if you take the shrink wrap off, you can peel off that and you can stick it on the front of one of these covers, so you've got your proper cover for it, and you've still got the hype sticker as well. Some people put it on the inside, some people put it on the back. It's the same with Hauge strips. I never used to keep them back in there. Most of my Japanese stuff that I bought in the 80s, I threw the Hauge strip away. Didn't realise it was anything important. I thought it was part of the wrapping. Of course, these days everything counts, doesn't it? So anyway, back to this Kiki Dee gold. What's it got on it? It's got the ones you'd expect on it. It's also got one or two others that make it more sort of interesting. Let's go through the track listings on it quick. It's got Amoureux, Lonnie and Josie, Loving and Free. I've got the music in me. How Glad I Am. Once a Fool. It's then got that Don't Go Breaking My Heart with Elton John, which is a good song. I know it's one of them things that might sound a bit cheesy in the video, might look a bit cheesy, and you might have heard it too many times, but you've got to be honest about it. If you're into your music, it is a really good, catchy song, and it's difficult not to smile when it comes on. Then you got First Thing in the Morning, Chicago, Stay With Me, Star, and Perfect Timing. So it's a nice spread of other stuff, and to make it even better, which I wasn't expecting this at all, because like I say, I picked this up for sealed and whatever for about £4 or something. You open it up, it's actually the gold one as well. So it's not the standard black and white one, which I thought it was probably going to be. So there you go. That was the last one of the ones I got from there. Totally different, really, from all the other stuff, as this one is an established artist from years ago. I've got all the albums by. Most of the other stuff that I bought, I only got one, or more often than not, none of their albums already. So that was all the stuff I got from that particular place. I think we've got 2 more of these to do, because I've got another stack of stuff which I got, which is the stuff that's come out this year. So it'll be the more up-to-date stuff, plus a couple of remasters that I did. And also I've got a bunch of CDs as well that I picked up from that whole show I went to, so I'll probably whiz through them as well. And thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me through these potentially boring videos, because most of the time you're probably hearing about people you've never heard of. But on the other hand, it might be exciting. You might find somebody new you like. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.